So hello guys, here you can see that one of the my will be a mini project which name is a theme changer application. In due to this project, you are understanding how our front end application will be connected to the backend application. Because if you are doing in most of the websites, what you are see is that when we are clicking on any particular button now, then some kind of operation, some kind of logic will be executed in a backend, and according to that we get a response, and that response we are showing to the user in a front end. Such kind of behind the scene applications will be happen. Okay, such kind of things I am building in simple and effective way. So due to that you can understand the event handlers in particular web application, because in web development what you see is that how your front end interact with backend, and according to that how you can make our particular application dynamic, such kind of things. So I like to show you one demo of that particular theme changer application. When I'm clicking on this particular red button now, then what kind of things will be gonna happen is that the background color of that particular my application will be changes to the red. When I'm clicking on blue button, then background will be changes to the blue. When I'm clicking on green button, then background will be changes to the green. When I'm clicking on white button, then background changes will be white. So from this what you understand, when I'm clicking on that particular button now, then button value will be stored in particular areas, or that button content some input elements. That button content, that button is an element, बरोबर. We are get that button because user can click on anything. User can click on this button. When I'm clicking on that particular this button now, then that particular event will be executed. So first of all, for that what kind of things I should do, I should get that particular element. So here is an HTML code. Here you can see that as well. In later videos we are discussing about all things, how we can connect and our front end to the back end. Here is the boilerplate code. Here you can see that we are connecting our app.c, which will be a backend file, a JavaScript file connecting to the front end application. Okay, a script मध्ये src content path of that particular my backend app.js file. Okay, yes, and here is the styling of that particular. When I'm removing that now, then there is no any need. Okay, yes, you can see that as well. I don't wanted to make it complicated. Okay, yes, simple stuff मध्ये removing header section, then it content theme changer, h1 tag. You can see that as well, theme changer application. Yes, and now important part is coming on. The important part is the div section. In a div it content 4 buttons. You can see that red, blue, green and white, such like things, and each button content id, because due to id we can get unique id, indicate the unique element. When I'm wanted to get the red button, then I am use the id of that particular button is red. So from red id I am get that particular button. According to blue, green and white, you can see that as well. So what you are doing is that from all the HTML element, HTML document, we wanted to get that particular specific button red. So in behind the scene in backend logic, what you are doing is that here you can see that we are getting the document.get element by id. So in that document means all the HTML element. I like to show you that as well. Why we are using here document? We are open this in new tab. Okay, so due to that I can inspect, and I like to show you that how this kind of things will be gonna happen. Yes, it will be open. Okay, just open it, bro. Okay, yes, I am inspect that. Okay, open console and write here document. Okay, document. When I'm write document and click now, then what you see is that I get entire document element. In the document what kind of things will be content? HTML. म्हणजे you can see that this is all the code. Here you can see that button id red, button id blue, button id green, button id white. Okay, when I'm write document, okay, means what you understand is that when you write document, then it contain all the HTML code. But what I need that I want or I need one that button, red button. So how can I get that particular button? So for that, what you can do is that document dot get element by id. Document dot get element by id. Id name is red. Okay, id name is red. You can see that here id name is red. So I want that particular element, but document dot get element by id red. So when I'm clicking and then you can see that I am getting a red button. What? The button which has id red, I get that particular button. So according to that I can store in the variable and make that changes. You can see that as well. I am doing that same kind of things. Red button, okay, the red. How this kind of things will be changes? I am you can see that as well. Const btn is equal to document dot get element by id red. बरोबर है. The element which has a red id, that element I am get in red btn. Okay, and I am here event handler. Okay, event handler handler handler. Okay, what do you mean by event handler? Means that when I'm clicking on that particular button so I am getting that red button. The element which has the red id, I get that element in a red btn. Okay, and I am create an event handler, add event listener. When any user clicking on this particular red btn button, म्हणजे red btn, get the value of the red id button. Okay, then click event, click na, then the body of the background color will be changes. Document dot body dot style dot background color red. Okay, yes, here you can see that as well. Document dot body, okay yaar, document dot body dot style dot, yes, background color, background color red. You can see that. Okay, yes. So from that what you understand is that we are getting HTML element by their specific attributes. Attribute may be class, id. From that we are getting and we are storing that particular element in particular variable. According to that we are creating an event handlers. Add event handler, click when user click on that particular button which we will be getting from the front end then according to that we are add events, and according to that we are dynamically changes. It's so simple. We are built that as well. First of all, I like to show you a demo how this will be look and how this will be behind the scene logic work. So it's simple. So it's all about this. Okay.